Peter, many congratulations the morning after. Has it sunk in yet that you're a double world champion?
Yeah, obviously because of all the interviews and everything I've been doing. I've been very busy this morning, and obviously waking up with Sid next to me. Yeah, obviously, yeah. But I think it'll take about until the weekend, maybe. Once I obviously brought Sid home and put it next to the match play and the Players' Champs and the World Cup trophy, then just like go, yeah, I've achieved that.
Very, very special moment. And where does this put Peter Wright's legacy? Because now you've joined some of the elite of the sport. Do you consider yourself in that bracket now?
Not really. I just enjoy playing darts. I just love playing darts and trying to beat the big boys. That's the enjoyment I get. And just if I win titles on the way, I'll win titles. But it's just enjoying darts.
What would it mean to win another one and leapfrog Gary and Jockey as the all-time Scottish great?
Obviously, I believe I can do it, but they probably, Gaz can probably, he can do it quite easily as well. So, yeah, I believe I can win it for the third time.
Does it take anything away that Michael wasn't there? Because I know you wanted to beat him in the semi-final. You said in the build-up to it you were going to beat him en route. Does it take anything away that he wasn't there?
Well, I didn't say I was going to beat Michael en route. It would have been obviously a fantastic game. Obviously, Michael would have been up for it, but obviously it didn't happen because obviously COVID, and that's unfortunate. But as Michael wouldn't have been bothered if I tested positive. I'm still world champion, and that's all that matters. I had to beat the players who were in the tournament, and that's it. So.
Last time you won this, you were robbed of your year as world champion. Are you looking forward to going to all these arenas and John McDonald announcing you as the reigning two-time world champion that you missed out on last time?
Yeah, obviously, and hopefully, fingers crossed, as you say, we can go to all these Premier Leagues and all these World Series, and as you say, get announced as the reigning world champion, and just have Sky Sports back up here. That'd be great.
The darts, you said in one of your post-match with us that you hate them at times, yet you've won the two biggest tournaments that there is. How's that physically possible that you can hate throwing something yet play so well with them?
You just be in my body. I don't know. Just annoy me in practice. I can just I can use them for maybe 2 weeks in a tournament, and as long as I don't practice with them at home or anywhere else and bring them to the tournament, they're fine. So, but obviously you need to be practicing at home because obviously the standards getting higher and higher, and people want your place. And obviously the kids, the younger generation, are playing some excellent darts at the moment, and so you need to practice. So obviously. That's why I use different darts at home and practice with, and they feel really good, and I'll take them to a match and they don't work.
For you now, is it a case of ticking off tournaments that you haven't won?
Yeah. I'll be focusing mainly on the Premier League this year. I know it's not a ranked tournament, but it's where it's the best of the best. The players in the world battering each other up every week. Traveling up and down the country, and it's about time I focused on that tournament and try and win it.
Peter, many congratulations and thank you very much for the last couple of weeks.
Cheers, Will. Thanks, mate. Take care.
Peter, congratulations again. What will you spend 500 grand on?
Oh, I won't spend nothing, mate. As you know, I just enjoy the game. I just love playing darts and just trying to win titles, and that's my main thing. I ain't worried about the money. I don't get it anyway, so I just play darts because I love the game.
Will you extend the farm even more? Will there be more animals coming in because of the money?
Hope not. All I want is some more socks and some more boxer shorts, Space Jam boxer shorts, because they're obviously wearing them ones out.
Okay. Has Joe got any jobs for you? What will Peter Wright be doing tomorrow morning? Will he be mucking out some or planting more vegetables tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow I'll be obviously unpacking the car and obviously doing probably mucking out the chickens and stuff like that. So make sure they're okay and that. So and look after the dogs. Ain't seen the dogs for a while, and my putty cats. So.
And just finally, as far as the tournament's concerned, it's been a hell of a tournament for Scotland because obviously Willie Borland got the 9 darter. Alan Souter had a fabulous run. Gary Semi, you won the fight.
Yeah.
There's a big battle to partner you in the World Cup next year, because at the moment I think Alan Souter's actually up in the rankings in 2nd place after Gary, of course. But I mean, so Scotland's in the best place it's perhaps ever been. Yeah,
well, I don't know how obviously they're going to pick it this year, but I don't know if obviously John gets the choice or the nod to play because defending it. I'm not sure. But unless I know Gary has already declined last year, whether he decides he wants to come back and play this year, that'd be fantastic. But if it's John or Alan Souter, he's a quality dart player, very good, and he's only going to get better and better as well. So yeah, as you say, it's great for Scottish darts, and hopefully we can get Robert Thornton back on track and get him back up the rankings as well.
Are you proud of your country?
Of course, yes.
What they're achieving. They said the English fans were chanting it, Scotland get battered everywhere they go, but I think they got battered in the end. Yeah, exactly. And obviously they got battered in the World Cup, and obviously Scotland done well by qualifying in the cricket a little while back as well. I know they didn't do very well, but that's a stepping stone. Scotland's doing fantastic at football, starting to turn the corner again, playing some fantastic games. So Scotland in general just are doing brilliant. Listen, thanks for your time again, Peter, and well done again.
Thank you,
Peter. Thanks very much for your time. Congratulations. Just touching on something. It's crazy.
There you are.
It's just something to take on from what Phil said. Phil Lanning, how much pride do you take in the fact that households up here and pubs and places were right behind Peter Wright last night? Because it took a wee bit of time for people to sort of warm to you in Scotland, but everywhere was just rammed wanting Peter Wright to win last night. Households, everyone, social media was going crazy. How much pride does it give you to know that the people are right behind you now?
Oh, it's just immense. It's just obviously, it's, as you say, in the beginning, no one, obviously, because it's got this stupid accent, no one believed. No one believed I was born in Scotland and always wanted to play for Scotland. And when I was obviously living up there playing county darts and having, Len Much, he said, you're one game away from playing for Scotland then, and I was gutted, and so. But now I've done it. We've won the World Cup twice. One with Gary Anderson, the best Scottish player that's ever lived, and obviously to win it with John Anderson as well, who carried me throughout the whole tournament, and bashed up Gezi. But it's great to have all that support, and thank you everybody. It means a lot.
Because people, how revered Jockey Wilson is up here. What people think about Gary because you've been there and you know it. To now be regarded as the same as them by people up and down this country, that's quite something to take in, isn't it?
Yeah. No, even just obviously to win the world title once, never mind matching the records obviously Gary's done and Jockey done. But I'm looking on to try and
change that for Scotland to try and win it 3 times, and obviously Gary will want to go and do exactly the same. He'll want to be the first, obviously. But my main target now is obviously to try and get to #1 in the world, and for Scotland, it's just put us on the map. Shut up, everybody.
Everybody really proud of you, Peter. Well done. Congratulations. Have a great time.
And take care. Nice to see you again.
Hi, Peter. Cheers. I'll jump in. Congratulations, first of all. I just want to talk to you a bit about your wife and your relationship with your wife, from encouraging you to get back into the sport all the time ago to this point where you're a double world champion. How big a role has she played in this journey?
Obviously, she's I don't know, she's like the biggest thing that makes me go play darts. She tells me to go and practice. And she's there for, obviously, when I lose, to pick me up. And she's there for, obviously, the great moments of winning. But, we make a special team. And obviously, father-in-law Paul as well, behind the scenes and stuff, he does all the stuff and looking after me and that as well. So it's just one big team with all the people back home as well as.
Do you think you'd have reached this point without her? Obviously, she encouraged you back in the day to take up the sport again.
Yeah, she does drum into my head. I got you where you are. But I do say to her, well, I'll throw the darts, you don't. But no, obviously no. I don't think so. But yeah, thanks to Joe.
And how much of a talk did you need with her? How much encouragement did you need with her when you were watching the darts on telly and realised that you might want to have another crack at it? Was it a long conversation, or were you just in the back of your mind wanting to get back into it?
It was just watching the darts, obviously the Grand Slam at the time, and I was watching some of the dart players there. And obviously I was just playing like league darts and stuff like that. Give it a little dabble in the past. And I said that I can beat him, blah, blah, blah. Not everybody, obviously. And then obviously I was working in a garage and stuff like that. And she said, why don't you give it a try then? And obviously I did. Obviously with Joe and the dad's backing. And first year was absolutely terrible. As I earned £1,200 in the first year, which is not very good. But that was loads of defeats. Were like 6-5s and 6-5s and 6-5s. I used to go like 5-0 up against a player and lose 6-5, and it's just. But you learn from all them defeats.
And from that £1,200 you won in your first year to this £500,000, I know it's not about the money for you, but at what point along that journey did you think, I'm going to be a double world champion?
Obviously, it's always been in my mind, I'm going to be a world champion. And that's why I picked up a dart, because you want to be a world champion. And you want to, you're watching it as a kid and have it on telly. You have that dream. So as long as you keep that dream in your head and in your heart, you can achieve anything.
And this is the perfect start to the new year, the perfect start to 2022. What really do you want to achieve over the next 12 months?
Obviously, my next target will be the Premier League. I'm going to try and focus on that, and hopefully I can pick that title up.
And finally, from me, you had some kind words after the final, but what does the future hold for Michael Smith?
Michael Smith, just keep your head up, my man, and you're going to be a future world champion, and you're going to win many titles. As soon as you learn to, cross that line, you're going to be very hard to catch.
Thanks very much, and congratulations again, Peter.
Thank you. Cheers.
Hi, Peter. Just touching on that, you lost 11 of your first 12 major finals, but after winning your first Worlds, you won 6 out of 7. How does your mentality change when these sort of floodgates open, like you think might happen to Smith?
Yeah, it's just you see all the finals are lost, and I believe I've given them players the game, because I've missed doubles or I've scored at the wrong time and I've let them in. So I just learned to put that right.
and obviously getting over the line, winning the Worlds against Michael, that just changed everything, and I just become more positive. Right, let's just get on with playing darts and winning titles, and that was it.
It's also when you're facing
Calls that up. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's like when you're in difficult positions, you're obviously on the brink of going 6-5 down, and then you win 9 out of 10 legs, 3-12 darters, 4-13 darters, 1-14, 1 in 50. Is it like you save that when you just need to? Is there any doubt that you're going to produce that kind of run when you really need it?
I wish I could bottle it up and actually take it into every single match and start like that all the time. But you know, it just that focus bit of my game just comes and goes. Maybe that's something I've got to work on. Excuse me. Something I've got to work on, and hopefully I can bring that, you know, into all these other matches coming up this year. You know, I just said to myself, just like win them. I've done it to obviously Michael in the Grand Slam, winning the last 8 legs. I said to myself, right, how many legs are left for me to win? There was 8, and I just focused on them 8.
And it happened against Damon Heta as well. I mean, he said all along you'd win this tournament, but when you were 2-0 down to him, Callum Ridge was about to go 4-2 up, and then what we've just said about Michael Smith. Do you ever feel in danger though?
No, because I believe in my own ability, and if the players whoever I'm playing really well, and if I'm still near them, knowing I've not even kicked into gear yet, then they're in trouble, and that's what's in my head. Yeah.
And just last one from me, your 80-1 tip came in, obviously, with the match play in the World Double.
Is it 8? Did you have it?
I wish I'd put a pound on it, but do you have any big predictions for 2022, or do those predictions just come when you want to give them?
They just come when I feel right, and I've got to prepare for certain things. Yeah, but I'm looking at the Premier League as my main target this year.
Brilliant. Well, congratulations.
Cheers, thank you. Cheers.
Yeah, can I just check quickly? I understand. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to ask you. I understand the daughter's wedding's coming up, and you've got the kilt dug out. You do realise you can't wear Lucky Space Jam pants under a kilt. You know that?
I do know that.
Right. So
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm praying for no snow.
Brilliant, mate. Well done again.
Yeah. I won't be doing my dance with it on. Yeah.
Well done. Thanks a lot.
Cheers, Greg. Take care, mate.
Much appreciated. See you now.
Hi, Peter. Yeah. Can I have a quick word?
Oh,
sorry. Peter, obviously you keep mentioning the Premier League. Obviously 2017.
Sorry. You keep asking the questions.
2017, it was heartbreak against Van Gogh, and do you think that spurring you on to try and really win that title?
Obviously, that was one of many titles I'd given away. But obviously, as you know, I've changed. I've learned how to win. So I believe, obviously, it's proved if I focus on certain tournaments, then I can achieve them dreams. So yeah, that's why I'm saying I'm focusing mainly for the Premier League, and fingers crossed.
And have you been told anything about the Premier League and the format and who's going to be in it this year?
No, not at all. Obviously, there'll be me, Michael Smith, Gezi, MPG, probably Johnny Clayton, I'd say. So I'm picking the side. I'm picking the team, and obviously Gary Hansen. So I don't know, but obviously it's going to be a really strong field.
Yeah, and obviously you said about Fallon in previous tournaments. Do you think that she should possibly get a call up to the Premier League, maybe as a contender?
I don't know if they're doing contenders or not. No one knows.
But yeah, obviously she played as a contender before and played Glen Durrant in Nottingham, and obviously she drew with him. But I don't know. It's up to the darts and PDC to decide.